angels, welcome back to Angel Dolls. I've been wanting to do a BJD restyle of the Monster High characters, so I figured we'd start off with my fave, Clawdeen. Here's the design I came up with. She'll have knotless braids, a fur-lined jacket, a jean skirt, and some accessories. So with that, let's go! Okay, she's done. Let's get her off the build plate, wash and cure. Here's the pattern for her socks and shirt. She then sews a hem onto the tube top, making it look nice and neat. Connect those two panels for a complete shirt. Next are the socks in her jean skirt. How cute! Now to make her jacket. This is the basic construction of the piece. She then begins hand sewing the pattern together. We didn't get footage of her finishing the jacket, but no worries, because look what just came in the mail. Wow, look at the final product. I'm amazed and stunned. Pastel did such a great job. Hit her up on Instagram at the Pastel Bat for custom doll clothes, including for my doll Chi Chi. Okay, back to this doll. Let's start making the wig cap. I cut some small holes to allow the ears through. And while that dries, we can assemble Clawdeen. All done. Here she is with her outfit. She's gonna be so cute, I can already tell. Here's the current situation with the shoes that I got for her. I knew they would be tight, but not this tight. I ended up having to cut them to get them to fit her big feet. We'll fix this later. I added the paw pendant to her choker and began making her waist chain. I then add her name in gold letters to the chain as well. Here's the braiding hair that we're going to use for the wig. I'm going to mainly use this dark brown color for the base and add in this light brown as a highlight and dark purple as an accent color to match. To start, I lay out thin sections of the braiding hair on a flat surface, tape them down while using something heavy, and section each part and start braiding. This takes forever, but the end result is so worth it. And say hi to my cat Gigi. Here's what I've got so far. Braids! Alright, so we're getting somewhere. Let's assemble this wig. I use Mod Podge to seal the ends of the braids and make them easier to handle. And I paint the wig cap to be slightly lighter than her skin tone to mimic her scalp. Using these flexi rods I got from my mom, thanks mom, I wrapped several of the braids together and boil dipped them to get a nice curl. I then carefully start gluing the braided wefts to each part on her scalp, working my way up from the bottom. She's going to have a half up, half down pony, so I have to make sure to glue some wefts going the opposite direction and fold them over. Okay, so this was scary, getting the hair into the ponytail without ripping anything out. I had this leftover weft that I thought was super cute, so I added it for some dimension to the front of her hair. I went on a small shopping spree to my local beauty supply store and Hobby Lobby and got some stuff that I think will work perfect for this project. Okay, onto eyes. Clawdeen has golden werewolf yellow eyes. I also want her to have this cute puppy dog look too, so we're going to use large black rhinestones for the pupil. I cure them before starting the face up. After a layer of MSC, I begin sketching out the liner in her baby hairs using a black watercolor pencil. Using some watered down black paint, we can really seal in that liner and lashes. I recently got some new detail brushes, so I don't hate this process anymore. I also use paint to go over her baby hairs too. Using this fuchsia pencil, I start her eyeshadow and blend it into a lighter purple color. I also used a green pencil on her waterline. I wanted her brows to be arched high, but a little dark since she's a werewolf. I also added a few hairs in the middle, giving her a cute little unibrow that looks like she plucks it every now and then. Using soft pastels, I intensify her eyeshadow and blend it out on the top and bottom. She's going to have these bright Y2K lips, so I go in with a light purple for the base and a darker purple for the lip liner. Can't forget those cute fangs and teeth. I added some blush to her cheeks, nose, forehead, and chin. This really makes dolls come to life. I also added some highlighter under her brows to make them pop. Using a dark purple pencil, I added some gradient to the inner corners of her mouth. Now my fave part, piercings. I gave Clawdeen 2 nose rings, and I added a gold W for her last name onto her purse. With the accessories added, she's coming together. Let's drill some piercings into her ears for that classic Clawdeen wolf look. I painted her nails and added some rings. She can't go without a claw manicure, y'all. I found these purple and black lashes at my local beauty supply, and I thought they'd be perfect for Clawdeen. How cute! I'm obsessed! And with the eyes, oh, she's everything. I found the files to her G3 glasses on angelz 3D, printed, sanded, and painted them. One will be her sunglasses, and the other will be her prescription glasses. I added some UV resin to the sunglasses to make them look like they have lenses too. I also added tiny moon gems to her glasses and some gems to her purse. I also used this pleather fabric to fix her shoes that I cut earlier. My apprentice suggested that I add magnets to the glasses to allow them to actually sit on her face, since she doesn't have any human ears. This was a great idea, and I'm glad I did it. Thanks, Maya. I also printed out the 2000 cell phone that I sell on my site, along with a lipstick tube with a working top, a werewolf charm, and a wool keychain. The last two files are from angelz 3D, and I just scaled them down. Both of these shots are out of focus because they're so tiny. I made a foam strap, bejeweled her cell, and added the charms. This was a last minute decision, and I'm glad I did it. Look, the lipstick actually opens. Let's put it in her purse. I added some silver to the buttons as a last minute touch. Okay, ready for the final reveal? Here's my restyle of Clawdeen. The smaller one was my very first repaint and restyle that I did of her. How did I do? She's one of my faves, so this was a super fun project to do. Who should I do next? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next video. Bye!